It's astonishing that we live in a world where liberals are outraged by a young, sophisticated South African-born space pioneer who engineers electric cars, buying a social media company with the explicit intent on ensuring the platform has free speech for everybody. Think about how insane that is, that this situation enrages the modern American left. 10 years ago, a story like this would not only be embraced by American liberals, they'd make documentaries about it on HBO. We have officially entered the twilight zone, perhaps never to return. Tonight, Elon Musk is offering way too much money for a once incredible resource for information and conversation that has been transformed into a garbage dump of pseudo-Marxist censorship and liberal groupthink. The dream of Twitter is a very good one. As somebody who's been in the TV news business for like 17 years now, I can tell you there is no better resource for information. There is no better platform for political conversation as long as they stay out of the way. Elon Musk is more than aware how important Twitter is, and that's why he's offering such an ungodly amount of money to save it. Here he was today.
My strong intuitive sense is that having a public platform that is maximally trusted and broadly inclusive is extremely important to the future of civilization. Twitter has become kind of the de facto town square, it's just really important that people have both the reality and the perception that they are able to speak freely.
Obviously, he's Satan. I mean, what else can you say? I mean, he's obviously the devil, and he wants to destroy the entire world. Can you imagine being threatened by that man and what he just said? Imagine hearing that and then tweeting responses or saying responses like we've seen all over from mainstream liberals today. Here's just a couple. From Axios, the world's richest man, someone who used to be compared to Marvel's Iron Man, is increasingly behaving like a movie supervillain, commanding seemingly unlimited resources with which to finance his mischief-making. Mischief-making. Taking a forum for speech and making it free for everybody is mischief-making, according to whatever idiot wrote that at Axios. Washington Post's Max Boot, always good for a laugh. I am frightened by the impact on society and politics if Elon Musk acquires Twitter. He seems to believe that on social media, anything goes. For democracy to survive, we need more content moderation, not less. For democracy to survive, we need more censorship, which is a tenet of communism and fascism. We need more of that for democracy to survive. People take guys like that seriously. A lot of people read his column. I don't know why, but they do. And that, according, of course, to Max Boot, the devout employee of Jeff Bezos. Try not to laugh too hard. Back when Republicans were angry over Donald Trump's Twitter ban, these same left-wing voices, for a brief moment, took a position that they never take, voicing their support for the unbridled rights of all businesses to act as they please.
Obviously, this is a big decision for Twitter. It's a private company.
Twitter is absolutely allowed to silence the president, as is any other social media platform.
The president feels like he is being censored, and his freedom of speech is being taken away. But this is a private enterprise.
This is about an individual trying to use a private company's service.
These are not public squares. They are private companies. They are private money-making companies.
How hilarious is it to watch that montage after what we heard from these same voices today? How pathetic these people are. And my, how the tables have turned. In just one day, Elon Musk has shown the entire world that today's liberals have zero interest in personal freedoms and that they loathe free speech. These people have a very disturbing idea of what the world should look like. It should be total control by people who they agree with. That's what they want. And they've made it so perfectly and painfully clear. It's horrifying. These people are horrifying. We cannot let them get control. The question now becomes, will the liberals running Twitter allow Elon Musk to buy the company? A great tweet today from a major Silicon Valley player who worked with Elon Musk at PayPal. If the game is fair, Elon will buy Twitter. If the game is rigged, there will be some reason why he won't be able to. We're about to find out how deep the corruption goes, according to David Sachs, and it is so true. Twitter's board could shut this thing down and deprive the company's stockholders of a major financial windfall. And there's a lot of people that own stock in that company, all because they hate conservatives and they hate free speech. They could do that. Not saying they will, but they could. The same people that were mortified of Donald Trump are mortified of this takeover. They are petrified of populism. Don't be fooled for a second. This has anything to do with a billionaire taking over Twitter. As some estimates claim, as much as 90% of U.S. media is controlled by just 6 companies. Big 6: Comcast, Walt Disney, AT&T, Paramount Global, Sony, and Fox. You think the information in this country isn't filtered to hell and back already? Of course it is. Of course it's controlled by very powerful rich people. The left is fine with billionaires controlling this entire country. People like Jeff Bezos. Just not that billionaire. And that's what makes their clutching of the pearls so hysterical to watch. They're so phony. They're so ridiculous. One last little nugget, a back and forth between Elon Musk and a Saudi prince on Twitter, of all places. The prince saying, "I don't believe that the proposed offer by Elon Musk at $54.20 a share comes close to the intrinsic value of Twitter, given its growth prospects." Being one of the largest and long-term shareholders of Twitter, Kingdom KHC, that's his granddaddy that gave him everything he has, and I reject this offer from the Saudi prince. Elon responding, interesting. Just 2 questions, if I may. How much of Twitter does the kingdom own, directly and indirectly? And what are the kingdom's views on journalistic freedom of speech? That's a good response. The people who murdered Jamal Khashoggi are now aligned with the American left on this issue, and that is hilarious. The simple truth is the people who are threatened by this moment are very, very, very bad people. They may not think they are. Ostensibly, they may not look like they are bad people, but they are pro-censorship. They don't believe in your rights. They don't believe in your speech. They want to shut you up so that only people that they agree with can talk. That's what they want. And they want to have full control, full government control, a massive, all-powerful, very liberal government in control of this country that has nearly autonomy to push what they believe. That's what these people want. That's what they're so afraid of. That's why they're so against this. And as history has shown, the people silencing speech, of course, are never the good guys.